Hi, and welcome to RealClearFetish Revisited, a little side podcast I've done where I bring guests back from previous episodes to have a little chat to see where they're at in life. Mainly because I don't have enough to do, but also it's just nice to revisit some really lovely faces. And this week, which is also the season final, because this show only runs 7 episodes in between the main show, I have David with me. Hi, David.
Hello.
It's very weird calling you David because that's not what the name I use for you.
No, you have a different name for me, but most people refer to me as either Ruff or Hey Bitch. It's like one of them
Oh,
two.
oh look, it's the cunt.
That word too.
I've called you many things, but no,
Yes, you
I
have.
normally call you son or boy.
Yes.
That's our dynamic anyway. Well, welcome to the little revisited podcast. When you were on, it was season 3, episode 5. Also, the episode I've called the COVID episode.
It was the rare glimpse that we got to see you in your glasses.
Well, it's the only episode where I have glasses on.
I know.
Because I was poorly and I was sick, and I don't remember most of our episode anyway,
You
because
you pulled through fairly well.
I'm a very good actor.
You're not a BBC actor? Like, well, come on now.
Oh, of course I am. But yeah, so it was the first time I had COVID. I debated if I wanted to do the episode, but we were so far in the week and had promoted it, so we did it. And
Mhm.
it was what I remember of it was really fun. But yeah, I'm so pleased to have you back and have our little chat.
It's great to be back to be revisited.
Yes, revisited. Ooh. So, like with every episode I do 6 standard questions, and then we'll just see how it goes. For anyone who hasn't watched your episode, can you give a quick introduction to yourself?
Wow. Okay. So, hi, I'm Ruff, or AKA David, or whatever pet peeve name you want to call me. It's fine. Season 3, episode 5. I can't even remember how many years ago that was.
4 years.
But 4 years? Okay. So I was 15. I was celebrating 15 years sobriety. This year, I am now going on 19 years sobriety.
Congratulations, that's amazing.
Thank you. Most people like everybody has their different takes of sobriety. For me, it was, just cocaine and some other party drugs, but my big thing was cocaine, and it still continues to be my big thing that I don't like to use. But yeah, into leather pup. I'm an alpha. I have several pups of my own. I'm sober for going on 19 years, and I'm just me.
Second question, what has been the most challenging thing since your episode, and how did you overcome it?
It's actually a two-parter for this question, and I'll try to keep it brief. Since the episode and today, there have been two major upheavals in my life that have happened. One of which was I'm no longer in the relationship I was in. So that was almost 10 years of my life gone. Even though that's a struggle, relationships are a struggle, and that could be a key factor for some people to go back to using. But at that time frame, that was 15 years. And I just really didn't see the need to use something over a relationship that was literally on its way out anyways. And then since then, I did come across a friend of mine who lives out in California. Again, not going to mention names, but we meant to meet up at Claw, and we were going to have like a great time hanging out with him, and his boyfriend came along too. And yeah, I did not realize that he portrayed himself as sober online. However, when we got there, we were supposed to go to the club and meet some people to hook up with to get ketamine and cocaine, which is something that I do not ever mess around with. Like, it's just mm-mm. And that was like
Cocaine, we
the
leave with the finance bros, and we leave the ketamine to the horses.
exactly.
Yes.
I mean, cocaine in general just should not be used in period. But but yeah, those were the two major things. the one in California, the one at Claw, it got into a heated argument before we ended up going out. I'm actually glad it got into a heated argument because it got to show me what was going to happen. And him and his boyfriend got into a huge fight as they were rambling on the bed, like literally physically attacking each other. My friend looked at me and said, "Just leave." And I was in fight or flight mode, and I just booked it, headed straight to back to my hotel. And I'm not a fan of domestic violence, so it's not something that I wish people to watch. And people don't tend to realize that even when you are watching domestic violence, it affects you.
It would be weird if it didn't.
Right, because it's like some people are like, "Oh, it's fine, it's a fight." It's like, no, it's not fine. You should not see that. You should not be a witness to it. And I've been a witness to it multiple times, but that particular situation, I just was in fight or flight, and I said, "You know what? I don't need to be around these people," and I just left. My sobriety is way more important than that moment.
I think it's important that we keep ourselves safe when it comes to friendships and so on. It's hard to kind of navigate what might be going on in that person's head to kind of put you in that situation. This is where addiction is so fucking prevalent and can be so, as I don't know the person, it is addiction become you become very selfish, and it's very internalized. And the fact that the person knew you were in sobriety when it came to these types of drugs, it's yeah, it's I'm glad you got yourself out of the situation without too much trouble.
Me too. It's just not something I was looking forward to, but it happened, and now I can look at it hindsight and go, I'm glad I walked away.
Yeah, and I think that's important. It's okay to walk away. That I think a lot of people kind of like, oh, I need to keep trying. I need to keep this friendship or this relationship in life, and so on. It's like, no, no. If it's not benefiting you, I'm not saying you can't revisit a friendship later on when there's more stability, if you could say. That would be fine, but it definitely would be on your terms.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm glad nothing major happened. Third question. What has been the most joyous thing since your episode?
My most joyous thing. Let me see here. There's this.
Ooh, what are you wearing? Who made
This is
it?
a
Who's it from?
it's from Cockeye King. I am officially a crew member of Cockeye King. You might recognize some of their stuff, like that sober tag you're wearing, or some of the
This little
harnesses.
thing? I just
Yeah,
threw it
that one.
on.
After being with them for several years and helping them with multiple events and stuff, they surprised a lot of their mainstay volunteers with official crew jackets.
Fabulous. That's
So,
amazing. By the way, anyone watching and listening, it's not this episode is not sponsored by Cockeye King, but do go and check them out. They make amazing gear.
yes, they do. Yes, they don't. Again, it's not sponsored by them. We're just agreeing they make some fabulous gear.
Yes, yes. I may have a pair of leather bleachers from them, which are beautiful.
Yeah. Oh God, I fucking love those. Sorry, my titties just got hard thinking about 'em.
Oh, lovely, lovely. I'm sure Claire would approve.
Oh, definitely.
So how did you get involved with them?
It was funny. It was I walked into MAL. This was my first MAL going there by myself. Again, right after my relationship ended. So I'm going into MAL, completely alone. I had a hotel room all to myself. It was weird. This my first time going to MAL by myself with a room all to myself. And it was just like Eric and Claire were sitting there in the little corner that they had, the small little corner booth. I think it was like an 8x8 corner booth. I knew of them because they started in 2018, I want to say. So I knew of their products, but I've never officially seen them. So their MAL, they came and Eric put this little red harness on me. It was a pup harness. And I wear a size large, but this harness was like a small medium, and it put it on me, and it fit like it tight the way I liked it. And he was like he said like 275 or 250, and it's yours. And I literally just handed my wallet, and I said, "Here, take it." And
Take my
he's like, "Oh,
money.
you're serious?" And ever since then, like the following year, I went back and I was like, "Hey, you guys need any volunteers?" I literally hung out at their booth that entire time, helping them sell stuff, and I wasn't even like a volunteer at the time. I was just there because I liked being with them.
Mm.
And then after the second year, second MAL, they then also said, "Oh, you want to come over to Claw?" And since then I've been with them at every event that I can get to.
It sounds like I've met Claire. Claire is absolutely one in a million. I met him at Pride last year, and it was just, who's that hot daddy over there?
Claire is very hot.
Yeah, and he's just so lovely. Such a like just a heart of gold. So I've already said to him, just like, if he comes for Fetish Week here in London, he's staying with me.
It's like I try to categorize people because I am a bit, I am a pup, but I also try to categorize people's personalities like dog breeds. So Claire's I'm still trying to figure out, but he's that heart of gold and sensualness. He's like so golden lab, but at the same time he's also very tough. So I'm like he's kind of like he's giving me Rottweiler energy because they're very protected, but once you get to know them, they are fucking softies. I still have got to find his dog energy, but it's there. He's definitely golden lab mixed with something else. He's just a
So
good boy.
so don't say that to him. He's a good daddy.
Yeah, yes. He'll probably revoke my jacket after I call him a good boy.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. You can send a jacket to me.
No, Claire is a wonderful, wonderful human being. I absolutely love and adore him, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Like he is, I've said this to them multiple times. I'll say it on here. If I had the money to, I would invest in their company. I absolutely love them.
It's a great company. Yet again, not sponsored, by the way. Question four. What do you think we should champion more than ever at the moment?
Personally, and this is something that I was going to say, like I wanted to make a post on my own, but I'm glad you brought it up. I would really love to not really champion on it. I would really love if producers that are listening to this segment or even anybody involved in these leather contests, at least arranging a contest, to not look at all the heavy hitters of people judging your contest. I wish we had more visibility of title holders judging contests instead of regular mainstays.
Mm,
A contest should be, since our contestants revolve, the judges should revolve. We shouldn't be having massive like heavy hitters, at IML or these small regional contests. Pick people from within your region. Even if the title holder isn't part of that realm of the contest, they're still part of your community. Ask them. Trust me, I don't want to keep writing to people and go, I would love to be a judge for your contest. I would like to be invited. I would like someone to say, I value your opinion. I would love to have you as a judge. I've only judged one contest since my title in 2014. One. And I would love to judge them.
that was probably the last time I was a judge as well. And that was for Mr. Leather Europe in Denmark. And yeah, I'm like you. It's I don't necessarily want to like, please pick me kind of thing. But I'm also like, it would be nice to be invited as a former title holder, as someone who's quite active on the scene. I don't think we have maybe the same problem here in Europe. I don't think we have enough titles to end up in the situation where judges are being reused, because I think there is not enough titles anyway to, some judges might repeat on different titles, but yeah, it's I fully agree with you. You should try to mix and match and make sure that previous title holders who are still active on the community get to actually help with the next generation.
Right. And it's not just even active ones, even older ones. Like
Mm.
just because we are has been title holders, and I hate using the word has been because as a title holder, you're still representing your title. You're still on your
Let me
pedestal.
just get my title holder shimmer frame out.
Yeah, let me get the
Yeah,
dust off of mine. It's
yeah, yeah,
fine.
yeah. My sash is in the wardrobe gathering dust. Yeah.
Oh, you still have your sash. Mine
Oh,
got retired, so I was literally the last of my title.
Mr. Europe, you get to keep yours.
Oh, see, I wish I got to keep my sash. We only got
Ah,
to keep our
ooh.
medallions.
You just hit on like a really sensitive subject because I know the ECMC, and this is not me calling out the ECMC because they do amazing work, but they've now voted to do a hand-me-down sash, where I was just like, no, 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 no. The regional ones you can do that, but for the big ones you need to keep the sash. It should be a gift of what you won, but they've
Exactly.
changed it now. So now Mr. Europe is also a hand-me-down sash, which I think is a shame.
I would love to have a sash from my title. I have my back patch, I have my medallion and pictures, and that's all I got. I would love to have that sash. I love that sash.
Well, I had
Like,
to with Mr. Europe. You don't get a back patch. You have to make that yourself or get that made yourself.
oh,
That doesn't come with the title. So it's see Europe, US, two different things. We do differently.
true.
But yeah, I fully agree with you. I think it would be nice to get previous title holders more involved. This is not me saying, "Come on, give me an email, invite me to judge your contest." I would be very happy to do so.
I feel like there's a lot of voices out there for title holders to judge, and a lot of producers just seem to be. And now, mind you, I want to caveat on this as well. I'm not throwing contests or previous judges. I'm not bashing them by any means. So don't think that. I'm literally just voicing my opinion on what I think judges should be doing, which is utilizing your title holders that are already there in your region instead of picking people that have judged multiple times at other events, at multiple contests. You're just recycling the same people when you have a plethora of multitude title holders.
This is one of the things I like with IML is the judges they have on there get nominated by the public, which
Yes, I
I
do love
which
IML about that.
which I really enjoy, and I think it's a great way of doing it. I wasn't actually aware that that happened. I just thought IML picked some people. I didn't know there was actually nominations going on. So that was news to me, but I think that's a really cool way of doing it. I'm not quite sure what the how the European titles are doing it. I'm sure there's 1,000 different ways of picking the judges for the different contests, but I think it's really cool.
I'm glad to know that I'm not alone on that subject, but
Oh no, 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 no! I would love to judge some contests for sure. That would be it's I've not judged many contests, and I would like to judge more
yes,
instead of just sitting on the sideline judging.
true, true.
What new gear have you poured your love over?
I mean, it could be this piece.
Well,
It,
we'll send
it
the
could,
compliments to Claire. Yes.
yes. Actually, another one, my new, it's kind of like two pieces. One of which was a. I'll dive into with the next question, but the first piece I got was actually it's a custom harness by wonderful Cockeye Kink, and I brought it up to their attention like several years ago because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and Ravenclaw is my house. I have taken literally every freaking Harry Potter sorting quiz it is, and literally every single time it's a Ravenclaw. And I'm like, I'm not fighting this. This is true. Um, but anyways, it was a Harry Potter inspired Ravenclaw themed harness. So on the back it has the Ravenclaw house on it, done in
Mm.
blue enamel, which looks fabulous. And then the two front plates, it says Raven and then paw for pup. So there's paw prints on it. It's fucking adorable.
Of course. And you're adorable in it, I'm sure.
I
There
am.
you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's nice, like when you say Harry Potter, there's a bit of stigma around it nowadays because of the woman we should not name. But it's something that's made outside her IP, no money is going to her. So that's amazing.
Exactly. It was our way of saying, you know, to J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was just,
It's a difficult one, and people have their opinions, and I still enjoy Harry Potter. I just don't want to give any money towards her. That's
Exactly.
the main thing, really. And if people still enjoy it, go and enjoy it. It is a
Exactly.
wonderful world.
It
Um,
is. It's a wonderful world of make believe. I absolutely loved Harry Potter and I love the story. I just don't like what J.K. Rowling's stands for, but the world which she created and the fandom that she created, don't hate it because she spewed some hatefulness. If you enjoy it, continue to love it.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And to end the episode, any new kinks you have unlocked since?
Yes. So my second piece of gear, which is now going into this question, is rubber.
Oh,
So rubber was a new kink that I was not portraying to be on my bingo card this year, but it definitely has fallen more into the play part. And I got my very first one piece rubber from E7, fully custom fit for me. It's perfect. I love it. I wore it at the IMR sponsored rubber party at MAL this year. It was wonderful. I wish there was a picture of me in it, but I got one and I had to blow it all the way up because I was literally in the background of the picture. So you can't really see how wonderful it fit on me.
well, then you have a challenge there. Put it on, take some pictures.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. But rubber is fun because like at least with leather it's we are a little bit more precious about our leathers. You can't really get a lot of grime and stuff on it. You don't want to be pissed on it. Well, you can have an extra set of leathers for that if you want to do that. But a lot of us do keep our leathers quite pristine. Where rubber, you can kind of get most stuff on it. Just make sure it's rubber friendly stuff, because then you will destroy your rubber very quickly. But it is easier to wash.
Yes, it is. Not so many steps like leather, but we still love our leather.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But rubber can be really fun. I'm trying to get into my rubber a little bit more.
With the rubber, I also bought two pairs of gloves. So one's like opera length, like they go up to here, and then the other ones are like kid gloves, so they stop like literally like right here.
Mm.
And it's like those ones, the opera length ones, I love them, but I got the size one size too small. So it's like it fits, but it's cutting off circulation in the fingers.
Circulation is not important.
Sure. Not at all in your hands. No.
But no, rubber is so much fun, and there's some really amazing rubber makers out there. So
I
absolutely
couldn't
go and
stop
explore them.
touching myself in it. It was like so smooth. I kept going like this and rubbing my butt the whole
Well,
time.
if you're like sensitive to touch like I am, I'm very tactile. Rubber just elevates that really a lot because you can feel every touch on
Mhm.
the rubber. It's amazing for that.
It was like being mummified. Like I haven't been mummified in a really, really long time. So it was almost to that degree. And that was sensational.
Well, that was the end of this episode, and actually the season final as well. Thank you for coming on and doing this.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
It's been so much fun. Thank you.
Thank you.
And that was this week's episode, and it's the season final. This was a test run. I'm not sure if I will be back for season 11, so there will be a second season for that season. But we'll see what the future brings. If it comes further down the line, then it comes further down the line. But it's been really fun to revisit some faces from previous seasons, and I will definitely gladly do it again. But when, I'm not 100% sure yet. But go out and have fun, and bye!